Hey folks, and welcome to the channel. I'm that movie guy from Denmark. I remembered, so you don't have to. Today I'm going to talk about a movie, just one single movie that in my opinion, went too far. You can ask if that's the actual case or anything, but this is in many ways a truly disturbing movie. The movie I'm talking about is Nick Palumbo's Murder Set Pieces. There was a lot of controversial around this movie. First when it came out, primarily created by Nick Palumbo himself. Quite a lot of fuss he created about it. But nevertheless, this is one of the most fucked up and messed up movies I've ever seen. So it's also sick in many ways. So this video is primarily a video where I will tear this movie apart. So if you love Murder Set Pieces, then you won't get anything out of this video. Then you might as well shut it off right now. So here we go. Why do I think this is a shitty movie? Well, first of all, the technical aspects is fucking amateurish. It's extremely bad. There's extremely bad light in it. The acting is shitty as hell. I've never seen actors actually act so artificial, and the script is... Wait a minute. What script? This is a movie where I'm positively sure that all the dialogue and the content has been written on a fucking napkin. So if I should talk about the content itself, it's primarily about this guy, this photographer. He's just called the photographer. They didn't even bother to give him a name. Just a nameless photographer that who picks up girls, primarily prostitutes, and also other girls, seduces them, take them home, and then shoot them with the camera, making some photo session, and then he kills them. Primarily with a razor blade, he's gonna cut their throats, or gonna rape them first in the most violent ways. Or also he's gonna shred their faces, he's gonna strangle them, and these ways are just brutal. It really, and here is the only one positive thing I have to say about this otherwise shitty movie. The special effects, the practical effects, the blood, that is awesome. It really looks great. It really looks disturbing. It's gritty, and it's just nasty as hell. I like that. But I better load up before continuing. What is so messed up about this movie? It's that its vision, I think it's called, upon women. Its sight upon women. This is a movie that screams misogyny. I hope I pronounced that correctly. It's dripping with hate towards women. It's like I've never seen anything like it before. It's women getting brutally butchered. They're getting cut up, and it's like blood everywhere without any sort of compassion. Well, obviously. So where the special effects are truly great, why doesn't it work then? Because there are so much character development. So much. Nothing character development at all. The photographer, the murderer, doesn't change at all. He doesn't change. All the victims is like, I think there are around fucking 30 body counts in here. We don't ever get a relationship with all the girls. So actually, frankly, we don't care about them. It's like, oh, there's another girl. Oh, there's another girl. Oh, she got her throat slit. Oh, there's another girl. Oh, yeah, okay. She got her. Oh, she was shredded to pieces by his teeth. Um, and there's even one scene where he gives him he's getting, if you can call it that. He's using a decapitated head. Head, and gives him a blowjob with it. What the fuck? And that's just it. It seems like random scenes just cut together without any narrative at all. Well, but that's just some that's some technical aspect that's just shitty. But what's really messed up about this movie and wanted me to know, throw this piece of shit away, is the way that Nick Palumbo, his attitude towards his actors, and especially the child actors, what he exposed them for. I'm like, oh, already I'm getting so mad I can't see straight. So what kind of scenes is it? Of course, I'm going to spoil a few scenes here, but if you've been this far, you probably have guessed it. But there'll be a little spoiler warning. So spoilers incoming in 3, 2, 1. There is a scene where the scene goes like this. The photographer, our killer, he goes to a cradle and then he picks up a toddler, looks at it, and you can clearly see that toddler is very, very uncomfortable. He puts that toddler on the ground and then put a fucking razor blade on the, what do you call it, the side of the cradle. The next thing is that baby, that toddler. There's a scene where you can see he crawls around on the floor and then crawls up to a woman who is dead. She's got her throat slit. She's covered in blood, like have those dead eyes, like she's just covered in blood and no, yeah, it's of course in the movie she's dead, but that woman was in fact the real mother of the child, and you can clearly see the child is crying. This toddler is crying and is like, it is. This toddler is so scared. It is scared to death, and he's so uncomfortable. He's like, you can see. I don't know if you can call it despair or just like panicking, that little toddler. And you can't teach children that age to act. So fuck you, Nick Palumbo. It's like, what the fuck were you thinking at exposing babies, toddlers to shit like this? I'm like, ugh, I'm getting so mad. And this is probably the reaction that that Nick was hoping for, but I'm like, how far would you go to make art? God damn it! I've seen a Serbian film, which is nothing compared to it at all, because when I thought, well, make no mistake, I think a Serbian film is a fabulous film. It's truly disturbing and it's depressing as hell. But no, I was when I saw that movie, I was paying attention to the cut and how it was edited, and no children were at any time exposed to any of the very graphical, violent, or pornographic raping scenes. Never. And also, of course, the baby scene, that's not a real... Of course, everybody knows that's not a real baby. That's just the director geniusly fucking with our minds. So it's nothing compared to what Nick Palumbo exposed this little child for. And I was like, okay, I was ready to take this piece of shit and just throw it away. I was so mad. In case you missed it. There's another scene involving a little girl in a public toilet or a public bathroom. She is going in, and then you just see the photographer going in, sliding that little girl's throat and just leaving her in a pool of blood. I'm like, what the hell, man? What the fuck's going on? And I'm very well. One thing is that Nick Palumbo actually shot this, but I'm also pretty both disturbed and disgusted by what kind of. It makes me wonder, mostly because I have a son myself. I'm like, what the hell were those parents thinking when they were like, well, my child is going to be in this movie? What the fuck, man? I was like, it's just so messed up. So in the end, when this movie was had finished, I was really moved. I was crying. I was horrified. So I thought, this idiot thought, well, why don't you go and see the commentary track? And I don't know how many commentary tracks there is, but also during this cut. During this commentary track, what Nick Palumbo he says, that's just truly it's like Diary of a Madman. It was like, first of all, he's so fucking glad to hear himself talk. He's so, I don't know if you call it pretentious, I think it's called. It's like, he's just a fucking idiot to listen to. But hell, my opinion, surely some of you may find him sympathetic, or no, it's not called that. It's may find sympathy for this guy or like him. Actually, I don't give a shit. I fucking hate this guy. Then he tells about scenes where some of the girls actually got a little bit hurt, and he was like, and he's just laughing at it on this commentary. There's a scene where there's a porn actress in this, Destiny Love, I believe it is. She is making a rape scene with the photographer. She's handcuffed and, like cuffed to a bed, and then follows one of the most brutal rape scenes I've ever seen in a movie. So in that case, job well done. It really, really looks great. But behind the camera, this girl, Destiny Love, she got hurt during that scene. She got bruises on her arms. She got injured, and she also have said that this is one of the worst scenes, one of the most worst scenes she has ever done in all of her career, including her porn acting career. And this is something that Palumbo he tells about in the commentary track. And the fucking nutcase, he just laughs at it and says, well, she just has to suck it up. I'm like, what the fuck, man? It's as you can probably see, this movie is just one big mess. I like horror movies a lot. I like movies that push the boundaries, and also I like to get my own limits pushed. But the movie has to be, the surroundings and the people behind it has to be good people. It has to be a good environment for the actors to work in. And also I've seen some other surely fucked up films, but the men behind not behind the sun, but behind the camera are actually taking care of their actors. Probably, well, don't talk about Stanley Kubrick right now, but I really, really hate when the film crew, the director, they don't treat their actors properly, and that's just one thing, but when they expose kids and children who can't defend themselves, that's what's most fucked up about this movie. I think I've catch my breath now. So, all in all, this was my review of Murder Set Pieces, and and the question I was asking, is this the movie that went too far? I believe it is. That's probably what Nick Palumbo wanted, but this is not art. This is a piece of trash that should never have seen daylight. If you love the movie, well, go ahead, sure, enjoy it or whatever. Just be warned that I believe that this movie was made by, well, not a madman, but a man who spared no means, I think it's called, for getting results. I've seen this movie one time, and one time with a commentary, because I'm a little messed up in the head when doing like that. But in the future, and it's many years since I've watched it, but the scenes and the intention behind it still stick with me. So, Murder Set Pieces. Fucking hate that piece of shit. You've watched That Movie Guy from Denmark, and if you're interested, on your way out, please hit the like button if you like this video, and also hit subscribe, not to miss out any of my videos. You can also find me on Facebook. I'm called That Movie Guy from Denmark. I also have an Instagram page which is called Filmgutten. That's a Danish page, but I'm also doing stuff in English. And until next time, take care of yourself and each other, and watch some horrifying, great, disturbing, epic, just nice movies that you really, really enjoy. Take care now.